Welcome back to Something More with Chris Boyd. I'm Chris Boyd, certified financial planner practitioner. My office is Asset Management Resources. Thanks for being with us and for listening. Next up, we're going to be talking with our friends from Heroes in Transition. And if you are a regular listener to the show, you know that we're fans of Heroes in Transition, and we've had them on many times. We've had on Cyndy Jones, one of the founders, and Nicole Spencer, and this time of year, we like to talk about the Gala because the Gala is coming up, one of their important fundraisers, but a great organization for our local. And joining us is Sarah Daly and Kristen Boyd. And I'm going to make the same joke I did earlier. You look familiar.
Thank you.
For our listeners, Kristen is my wife, in case you didn't know. Thanks for being here, both of you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Great to have you here. So it's always good to start off with a little bit of review. Who is Heroes in Transition? What are they about?
So Heroes in Transition was started in 2009 when Ken and Cyndy Jones lost their only son, Captain Eric Jones, in a helicopter crash in Afghanistan. Yeah. And since then, they have continued with Eric's legacy of service and dedication to our veterans and active military members and their families through various programs which help develop a sense of community and resiliency for this population.
So when people go off to military service, oftentimes they're in, called away. They leave their family. They're in active duty. They're in, maybe a war zone, and coming back can be a difficult reentry, right? And very disruptive for family life. And so Heroes does so much to help people maybe mend some of those wounds, if you will, in terms of getting back into a civilian life. And what are some of the programs? There's like, I always remember the equestrian, because I know Cyndy loves that one.
She does. We have two, the Veterans Equine Warrior Program, and we also have Families in Transition, which is a week-long summer camp that the whole family can go to and participate. And
you guys, there's so much that you do to try to help bring families together and provide support in networking with other maybe families going through similar kinds of adjustment. And this is not something that is maybe a one-time thing. Sometimes these challenges people have in reentry resurface, and it's not, one and done, right? So there's an ongoing need in this effort.
As Sarah mentioned, building that community is so important to us. So we offer monthly programs for veterans, for spouses, for families. We also twice a year have couples retreats, which, gives people an opportunity to be together.
So the need is great, and we've have so many, we hear about from time to time the suicide rate among veterans and how elevated that is. So the need for these kinds of support services, not necessarily provided through, veterans organizations or the government in any fashion. It's really through private efforts funding. Like these, private funding through nonprofit organizations like Heroes.
Ken and Cyndy really their goal was really to fill the gap between that exists for veterans and active duty and military families that the government and other agencies don't supply.
So that's what we're going to talk about, helping to fund. And there's so many ways that people can do that. And of course, they can obviously just go right to the website.
Absolutely. You can always go to www.heroesintransition.org. We would welcome all donations.
There's a donate, option right there. But at the same time, this event that you guys do is one of the big, you're leading the effort in, is one of the big fundraisers for the organization.
Yes, we're super excited to be co-chairing along with Maria Raber, who couldn't be here today. She had to work, gets in the way of our charitable intentions.
Darn things.
Yeah. But yes, the three of us are co-chairing the 14th annual Heroes in Transition Fall Gala, which is called A Legacy of Love this year. And it will be held on Friday, September 22nd at the Coonamessett in Falmouth.
So when is that again?
Friday, September 22nd at the Coonamessett.
Which is a little bit earlier than in some past years, right?
Yes, absolutely. So
hard to believe fall's already here, right?
It is. The summer flew by.
Yeah. I mean, not quite, but it'll be here before we know it with this event.
For sure.
So tickets are available.
Yes, tickets are available through our website at heroesintransition.org. As soon as you get onto that page, the gala event will pop up, and you can just click on the picture of everyone having fun at the gala, and you will be directed to our 32 auctions website, where you can you do have to create an account. Just put your name and information in there so that you can purchase your tickets. Tickets are $130 per person, and you can buy an individual or you can buy a table of 8.
Let's talk about the event, because if you've never been, you can't quite maybe envision why it's worth more than $130, because not only is this a fundraiser for the organization, but it is a great time.
It
I
is.
mean,
It's always
such
such
a fun,
It really is a fun
occasion.
night. Yeah.
and it is uplifting. Every time we've been, I don't know how many times we've
probably
been
a dozen times.
And
12 out of the last 14, I think.
every time I walk out of there a little bit, like my heart is a little fuller, right? My eyes are a little wetter, but
right.
but
sure, it's a night. I always say it's a night of gratitude, love, and community.
yeah,
That's really what we're celebrating.
And the food is always great. It's such a blast when you.
Yes. And shout out to the Coonamessett, who is always so very generous to us. We really appreciate their support. They always go above and beyond. They love our organization. They go above and beyond for us. There's always a delicious raw bar.
I love the raw bar.
The appetizers are abundant. There's food stations for dinner, lovely desserts. So, and of course the venue is lovely as well. So they are so good to us.
And the people there, it's such a great spirit. Everyone who comes is in just a festive mood. It's a fun occasion.
It's almost like a family reunion.
It feels like that, doesn't it? Yeah.
And the veterans and the active military people that are there are so generous with their telling of their stories and sharing their experiences, because that's also a big part of the night.
It is.
And this year, our keynote speaker is Tim Whalen, who's also a veteran.
Nice.
And he has attended many of HIT's events. So he's really excited to be joining us.
That's great. I'm a fan of Tim Whalen. He's always such a great guy and done so much for the community on Cape Cod.
And he has such a special bond with Ken and Cyndy, and that's his story to tell. And I'm sure he'll share it that night. But we're so excited that he is going to be speaking.
I will say, whether it's the video or there's usually some kind of video, and then these personal anecdotes that people get up and share, it's always so heartwarming, and you can't help but feel good about supporting an organization that's doing great things to help people in very specific, it's very material. You just feel that it's making a difference in people's lives. And we all like to support our veterans, but so this is a real specific way that you can do it while having a great time at the same time.
Yes, there are lots of fun parts to the gala as well.
Yep, we have the live auction.
Yeah. What kind of things you have?
Yeah, we can give you a little
auction?
Sneak peek on the live auction.
Right,
so we have a Provincetown weekend getaway, a weekend on Nantucket at the White Elephant.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yes,
I might be bidding on that. What was the first one?
The Provincetown weekend getaway. Always a great time in Provincetown.
That's always fun, yeah.
A lobster boat cruise. We have Bruins opening night tickets. The board of Heroes in Transition came together to do a dining across Cape Cod themed gift cards for.
Yep, there'll be $100 gift cards for
one
something on every town.
One for each town.
That's so fun.
Each town on the Cape. Yep. So that'll be fun. And it's all that live action. The live auction is we brought it back last year, and it's always been a fun and exciting part of the night.
Love a live auction, right?
And John Terrio is here for our auctioneer, which
He's
we are
so great.
very excited. He does a fabulous job, very entertaining. So we're looking forward to that part. We also have.
Thank you very much. Right? He's like, that kind of, yeah, he's great.
We also have silent auction, which will be going on during the cocktail hour.
But the exciting thing about the silent auction this year is that it's also online, which if you go to
How's that going to work? So that's
So
different, right?
actually the silent auction will open the week before
Oh, cool.
on September 15th. And when you have to, as Kristen was saying, you have to create an account on 32 auctions, and then everything is done through your phone. And you
So even at the event, you'll be bidding through your phone.
Yes,
Exactly.
That's different from past years when you had bid sheets and you had to kind of hover around and
But that's always a challenge to tally all that
Exactly.
up. Or gee, what?
Right.
Yeah, if I don't get back there at the right time,
Right.
you know,
Right.
So
So
now
that
you'll
last
be
minute.
notified on your phone if you've been outbid, and you'll be prompted to.
Oh, do you get a
up your bid.
notification?
Yes, and you'll be prompted to up your bid. So
that could
if there's
be.
something you really want, you pay attention.
I got a few things in
To it.
mind on this. So
Right.
there's a
And
good list of
And
options.
so again, you log into our Heroes in Transition website, click on the gala, it takes you to 32 auctions, the link there.
That's the
and,
name of the app, the 32 auctions.
the app
Yes.
for 32 auctions. And we'll start previewing some auction
Yeah.
items soon. We have a wide variety of silent auction items.
Give us a little sampling of the silent auction offerings.
We have some sports memorabilia. We have some local artists. We have tickets for various entertainment venues on the Cape,
Fun, yeah.
handbags, and gift cards from local shops and restaurants.
Terrific.
So there's
Some
a
good
wide
stuff.
variety of.
That's one of the things that's always very notable about this event. The auction items, there's so many great ideas and offerings that are kind of fun.
People are so generous in the community. I mean, we could not have a silent auction without all of the businesses who have so generously supported us. Also, we're really excited, that's new this year for the gala, is our Nashville trip raffle. And so what we're going to do is sell 100 tickets at $100. And we will be drawing the prize that night. John Terrio will be pulling a name of someone who will win a trip for two to Nashville. It's for 3 nights stay at the Vanderbilt with airfare included. You get a guided tour of Nashville.
Sounds
you'll
great.
go to the Ryman Auditorium, the Country Music Hall of Fame, potentially all of that for $100. So
wow.
Someone is going to be very lucky. And who doesn't love Nashville?
Oh, what a fun time.
So even if you can't attend the gala and you're listening to this right now and thinking, I like to go,
I'd go to Nashville. Yeah. Go visit Scott.
You can click through to our gala link, get onto 32 auctions, and buy a raffle ticket or 2 or 5. But we're only selling 100. So, if you want to do that ahead of time, once we hit 100 tickets sold, that's it.
Ooh, I got to make sure we get in on that.
Yes. One part that we're excited about that's new this year. And then we also just wanted to give a shout out to our sponsors because, putting on a gala, it's like putting on a wedding. It takes a lot of money to do. And we have had so many local businesses who have generously donated to be a sponsor of the gala. And just a quick rundown so that
there's so many great sponsors.
There's so many. Just want to do a quick rundown.
Go for it.
Asset Management Resources.
I recognize them.
Sarah's company, Cape Cod Retractable. Boyd and Boyd, also know them.
We know them.
Cape Cod 5, Devidime, Catalyst Architects, the Valley Group, Delbrook, Rockland Trust, the Goosey Fund, Bill and Linda Zammers Foundation, and of course, Cyndy Jones, all so generous sponsors.
So many of these are recurring as well.
Yes,
right?
they do it year after year, which is so nice. And we really depend on their support. So we do thank them. I also have to give a shout out to Roach Brothers, because if you've ever attended the gala, one of the things that pops out as soon as you walk into the room are the beautiful floral arrangements on every table. And Roach Brothers, Audrey at the Mashpee store, she is so good to us. She is so creative. And it really just, I think, adds a lot to the room. So they're very generous to us. And of course, as I mentioned before, the Coonamessett, who goes above and beyond for us. So
generous. If you want to attend, we're huge fans of not only the organization, but this event, such a fun event. Please do get online and go to Heroes in Transition. Give the website one more time.
It's www.heroesintransition.org. Click on the gala link and it will take you right to the 32 auctions link so that you can buy your tickets, register for this wonderful trip for Nashville, the raffle, or start bidding on silent auction items on September 15th.
All right, that's all the time we've got for today. Thanks for being with us. And until next time, keep striving for something more.